democracy and international order. Father Coughlin in America First is then Donald Trump and his America First is now. Yeah, everyone was paying attention to Father Coughlin back in the 1930s. I mean, again, some people were, but still. All right. Yeah, that is okay. It's very interesting. I'm reading a little bit along here. And again, it just seems to be relatively what we have. It's just again kind of the same historical stuff. The relatively new technology in the 1930s is radio. The radio made it possible an unmediated, seemingly personal relationship between leader and subject. It cut out information brokers, reporters, editors, spokesmen, pundits, and so on. And just compare that to Twitter. Yep, I was right. It was also a time when I'm just going to speed read here. Talking about literally comparisons to Twitter and Nazi ideology. This is it. This is the key paragraph here that calls back to the bedbugs. The political mindset that turned human beings into categories, classes, and races also turned them into rodents, insects, and garbage. Anti-Semitism is the same as delousing, says Heinrich Himmler in 1943. Getting rid of lice is not a matter of ideology. It's a matter of cleanliness. Watching Warsaw's Jewish ghetto burn that year, a Polish anti-Semite was overheard saying, "The bedbugs are on fire. The Germans are doing a great job." Today, the rhetoric of infestation. Keep that file in the back of your mind. Put that back up there, and say, keep that little bedbugs reference in there. From this source material here, the bedbugs are on fire. The Germans are doing a great job. So remember that. Today, the rhetoric of infestation is back. In the U.S., Trump used it to describe Latin American immigrants. In Europe, Jaroslaw Kaczynski, chairman of Poland's ruling Law and Justice Party, warned in 2015 that migrants carry all sorts of parasites and protozoa. That's a little dark. So pretty much, again, this idea, the rhetoric of infestation is back. Literally, jokingly tweeted that Stevens is a metaphorical bedbug, is just like the literal Holocaust. Again, this man has a Pulitzer Prize. I don't get it. It's hard to know if this sort of overreach is more embarrassing or disturbing, but whatever it is, it's apocalyptically nuts. And Dave Karp, obviously not amused. He says, quote, after the release of this article, "Okay, look, I have two things to say right now. One, this just stopped being funny. The New York Times is the paper of record. The entire internet knows who Bret Stephens just subtweeted with his column. He should know better. He doesn't. That's not okay anymore. I'm attending the annual meeting of the American Political Science Association right now. I have an actual job that doesn't leave me time to pursue pointless online vendettas. So I'm going to try to take the night off on this. I'll have more to say tomorrow." Stephens' research also came, interestingly enough, into question. Someone called Bret Stephens a bedbug, so he Googled Jews as bedbugs to reverse engineer a column calling his critics Nazis, forgot to clear the search, and declined to note that the citation did not substantiate the anti-Semitic connotation that he based his column on. So again, with the bedbugs reference, in this 1930s column, you notice that little bit, watching Warsaw's Jewish ghetto burn that year, Polish anti-Semitic guy was overheard saying, "The bedbugs are on fire." And the overheard saying is in a hyperlink. And if you go to, if you go to the link, the search still says Jews as bedbugs, so you know he searched Jews as bedbugs on the top. And the one quote for it says, literally, and I quote, Professor Jerzy Tomaszewski believes the bedbugs are burning, quote, should be taken literally. There was an infestation of bedbugs in Warsaw at the time, which were generally believed to have originated in said ghetto. So, literally what he was saying, the whole point of what he was attacking Dave Karp with was, it was actually serious. There are actually bedbugs in there, believe it or not. So that point is it makes the mind explode even more that the New York Times hires people like that, just subtweet random law professors with columns all day long. Pretty insane. That's it for us today in Newsflash. Hope you enjoyed the show. We shall see you soon.